You spoke with a woman whose brother died from not having enough insulin.
Yeah, that's right, Jordan. Tiffany Warren shared an emotional message about her brother Casey. Now, she's also a member of the Utah Insulin for All chapter who put on this event today at the Capitol. She said this is a big push to allow easier access to insulin for patients whose lives depend on it.
On a chilly Saturday afternoon, dozens gathering at the state capitol holding signs with the message, access to insulin is a human right. That's a message Tiffany Warren wants heard loud and clear. She says her brother Casey Domgard died back in January of 2020 because he didn't have proper access to insulin.
My brother went without it for 2 weeks of his life, and it cost him his life.
She says her brother was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was 15. About 7 years ago, Casey lost his eyesight due to complications with diabetes. She says he eventually lost his job.
He wasn't able to get disability. Even though he was legally blind, they went off the diagnosis of type 1 diabetes, and it is very hard to get on disability with type 1 diabetes.
She says the grief of losing her brother was painful and even affected her job.
My brother wasn't just a brother, he was one of my dearest friends.
In January of this year, House Bill 178, the Pharmacy Practice Modifications Bill, went into effect. The bill permits pharmacists to prescribe certain non-controlled prescription medications. The Utah chapter of Insulin says they advocated highly for this bill and was under the impression insulin would be added to the list of drugs a pharmacist could prescribe to patients who need insulin, but it has yet to be added.
What we're asking for is for those patients to be able to have an opportunity to come to their pharmacist and be able to get that insulin easier by allowing pharmacists to prescribe after a primary diagnosis has been given.
As for Tiffany Warren, while her brother Casey may no longer be here,
but I will never stop being his voice. He would have wanted these changes to be made. Love you, bro.
Yeah, you can hear the emotion there in her voice. Now, the Utah chapter for Insulin for All says today's rally applies pressure to the Utah Board of Pharmacy that hopefully they'll take into account stories like Tiffany's, and so more families don't have to experience a loss that could have been prevented. For now, we're live at the state capitol. Curtis Booker, ABC 4 News.